Hey guys, Zero here. Welcome back to Let's Play RuneScape. Since last episode, I've been having a lot of fun looking into this symbol and the things around it, and people have been sending me corrections and pictures, and the first correction, pictures as well, comes from Nex. Basically, I got it wrong. Nex follows Zaros, right? Not Zamrak. Pretty different. Zaros is the god of control. That's who Sliske followed. I think that's probably changed. And when we look in that same room, what we also see is a chandelier with the characters written on it. And this starts to get really interesting because I've actually found these characters in more places than I ever saw in the library, in the Tsar library. So I don't even know if we can say for sure that it's like their language, even if they're taking a claim to it. Here's some more symbols. These come from Dragon's Rage. He sent them along from the Automaton Slayer area in Guthix's caves. This is another image from the same area. And he also said, you know, you probably want to check out the Wizard's Tower because I found some more of those symbols there. So that's what I decided to do. And keep in mind, the wizards here follow Saradomin, which is a third god. We've got Guthix, Zaros, Saradomin. There's the image. If we look on that book, we see more of the characters, and it looks like a lock. And then just across the room, there's a chest, which is locked, and you see the same symbols on it, which I think is pretty interesting. There's these schematics all around, and I wasn't sure if they were maybe important until I saw them next to the symbol and that book. And if you kind of try to interact with them, they say the only people who could understand is the wizards. Here again, we've got this apparatus, and if you wouldn't believe this, look inside. That's a piece of rune essence, and on it is written one of these symbols. And right next to it, there's more rune essence with more symbols. So the apparatus that we use to make scrimshaws is probably used for more things. Here's a couple of books, and on each of them you've got an element, and next to the element you've got more writing. I think that might play a role later on. And we've got these other symbols with more kind of symbols written beneath them, and books everywhere, and more diagrams. And I don't understand hardly any of it, but it looks like we'll be doing new things with Runescence. That's my guess. We've got these symbols looking to bind up this demon. They say nobody knows where it came from, but here it is. We can't seem to get rid of it, so we've just bound it, contained it in this spot, and that's kind of interesting. Maybe it suggests what these things are used for. But if we look at every single lodestone in the game, we see the same symbol and the same writing. And when you talk to this kind of, I think he's an archmage or somebody, what he says is kind of interesting. He talks about teleporting and what the wizards have been doing with teleporting. And I think that might be important, but I don't think it's going to be that simple. I think there's going to be a lot more to it. So this symbol showing up everywhere, along with the language that we thought was, or that I thought was the Tsar language. Turns out it's the Tokar or something like that, but they're really the same. So I don't know. And last episode, I also said that the Tsar were having problems with creating new people, reproduction, and getting them their ancestors' memories. Apparently, that all gets solved in the Brink of Extinction. I didn't know that because I haven't been able to beat the Brink of Extinction. So that's pretty much it. Why don't we go and check out the new updates that were released today? Alright, so there's a few different ways we can get there, but I think I'll head over from Ardorn. It's really close to the Tree Gnome village. You kind of just walk west. I guess you need level 72 Hunter. I don't think that's changed. And just before they released the update, I decided to go have a look at the old one. It's not something that I'd played a lot. And basically you get this little staff thing here, the Yak Twee stick, and you use a Sprite lure. You throw it at a bush that's moving around, and the thing pops out and you'd have to chase it down. It wasn't that straightforward. Uh, the things would move pretty quickly. It was kind of hard to click on them, and you're amid all these trees and stuff like that. And the rewards were pretty small. You would get just a slice of a green charm or gold or blue or crimson. And these charm slices, if you combine 10 of them, you would get something, you would get a charm, which wasn't very much. The world map is a bit strange today. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, but I just walked through a river. It's fixed itself now. So the gameplay overall was very, very shallow, right? And I like deep gameplay where it's rich and there's a lot of little things to it where you can wonder what it's all about. It wasn't that way before. I'm hoping it'll be that way now. And I'll meet you guys over there. Okay, here we are. The very first thing I notice is that the trees are gone in this area, which is really good. It was so hard to click on them. You're like constantly chopping down trees by accident. I'd imagine it works fairly similar to before, so we just target the tree, and then we target our sprite lure, and if it's still moving around, then something should pop out. Let's try it. And there it is. And that guy is running away. So when we zap him, it automatically brings this little charm slice to us. And I just got one blue charm slice, which is interesting. It's pretty much the same except fewer trees. But hang on, maybe there's more to it than that. Crimson charm. And I got one slice. Well, let's talk to him, see if there's anything different. No, pretty much the same. I mean, you can go through the dialogue. Oh, okay, so they've reduced the number of slices you need from 10 to 5. I think that's good. It's much, much better that way. Pew. The experience is pretty good too, and that may have changed. I think it was like 180 before, but I'm really just guessing. 130, yeah, it's probably the same. I don't think that's changed. But if you're looking to grind up some charms, I think this is going to be a good way to do it. Strange. Why is that one glowing? Anyways, very simple update. One thing I did notice when we were over in Falador. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Nope, it's not gonna go. Oh, that's so disappointing. When I was in Falador, it actually shows the area where the altar will be, the Guthix, tribute to Guthix altar, and the little obelisk. I think there's something about that. There's something they're not telling us. They've been really cryptic about it on Twitter, saying that we need to alter our perception of things, which could be interesting. And I think it's related to the new skills. When we look in the interface system, they show slots for 2 new areas, and when you hover over it, it just says coming soon. But in another tab, you can see this My Path, which, I mean, I've got to say that's probably related to your path to like godhood or your path to follow a god or something like that. And we'll see what that's like. I think it could be pretty interesting. I'm so happy they removed the trees from here. That was the most... oh, that guy's getting away. Come back here. Did I get him? Yeah. Cool. Not bad. So the new skills are going to be cool. I think they're going to be very different from existing skills. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's 3 of them. That's too many. Weird. I think I just clicked on a guy and it went to my charm. Wow, so this isn't actually that bad anymore. Now it's a little bit more like you can sit here and grind and build up some charms and a bit of experience. So very cool. I don't know what the story is with the new skills. I think it's going to be awesome though. I think they're going to be a bit like meta skills in a way. Something that isn't at all like the existing skills. It'll be something that, affects everything. It would be my guess. And I think it's still going to be something to do with rune essence. I mean, the fact that we see a piece of rune essence being altered in the scrimshaw apparatus as we've kind of come to know it, it says a lot. It says that we're going to be using that apparatus for more stuff. And Rune Essence, you can do a lot with that, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. So yeah, I think I'll sit around here, maybe I'll get a level, and I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, I just remembered something. The story behind this is kind of interesting, actually. So the story goes that someone came up here to get neverberry bush leaves to make a brew, and the neverberry bushes were dying, and they couldn't figure out why. It looked like some invisible force was attacking them. And then this guy Yaktui went around and talked to pickup sticks and found out what was going on. And they found that if they use this Yaktui stick and the sprite lure, they can actually make these guys visible and then kind of banish them or whatever. It's a little bit strange, but it's a nice tie between for hunter and summoning. I've always thought those were decent skills to like have a good interaction. And so far it's been mostly with pets, but now here's another one. I think that they'll probably continue to add stuff like that. I've only been here for about 15 minutes, and I've received about 15k experience. I don't know, you guys can probably see how much I had before. It's pretty quick, and you can see how many charms I've been getting. We can combine these, just like that. Very easy. And we've got some charms. Um, as far as grinding here, I actually think it's okay. They haven't added much to the whole storyline of it, but clearing out the trees made it so much easier to get around. That was the trouble that I found initially. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.